What's going on, y'all? Jimmy Macram here. It's time to check out Petyr Baelish, A Little Game, Chaos, the Ladder, by Zurik 23M. He makes fan-made trailers, edits, cuts, whatever you want to call them, and they are always fantastic, as some of you may know. So all of you should know. Littlefinger is one of my three favorite characters, along with Tywin and Jon Snow. One of those three does not belong. Let's get to it.
The Mockingbird. You created your own sigil, didn't you?
Yes.
Appropriate for a self-made man with so many songs to sing.
I'm sorry, do I...
Sansa, dear, this is Lord Baelish. He's no...
An old friend of the family.
I've hoped to meet you for some time, Lord Stark. No doubt Lady Catelyn has mentioned me.
His accent has changed over the years.
I've known your mother a long, long time.
I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
All too well. You know what I learned losing that duel? I learned that I'll never win. Not that way. That's their game. Their rule.
Ah, the Starks.
I'm not going to fight them.
Tempers.
I'm going to
slow
stop them.
minds.
That's what I know. That's what I am. And only by admitting what we are can we get what we want.
What do you want?
When you imagine yourself up there, how do you look?
Everything.
Does the crown fit?
Everything there is.
Do all the lords and ladies simper and bow, the ones who sneered at you for years?
It's hard for them to simper and bow without heads.
Is there someone in your service whom you trust completely?
Look around you.
Yes.
We're all liars here.
The wiser answer was no, my lord.
And every one of us is better than you.
Perhaps I was wrong to distrust you.
Distrusting me was the wisest thing you've done since you climbed off your horse. I admire you.
Here we stand. And I admire you, Lord Baelish. Littlefinger is one of the most dangerous men in Westeros. In mutual admiration and respect.
I've always had a hard time trusting eunuchs. Playing our roles. Who knows what they want? I'm a practical man.
Lord Baelish.
Baelish.
Just a loyal one. And who would you have me be loyal to?
You honor me beyond words, Your Grace.
I must despise him. You're working so hard to undermine him.
Actually, I rather enjoy him. But he would see this country burn if he could be king of the ashes.
A man with no motive is a man no one suspects.
Always keep your fools confused.
My king!
Your Grace.
If they don't know who you are or what you want,
And what do you want?
they can't know what you plan to do next.
Everything. The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. As I said, the story we agreed to tell each other over. I live to serve. And over. Your sister. Till we forget that it's a lie. But what do we have left once we abandon the lie?
Cut his throat.
Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all. I hate bad investments. They haunt me. Chaos. I have a gift for you. Isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
Sometimes, when I try to understand a person's motives, I play a little game.
Suggest treason.
They assume the worst. What's the worst reason they could possibly have for
Only if we lose.
saying what they say and doing what they do? Then I ask myself,
You stand accused of treason.
how well does that reason explain
How do you answer these charges?
what they say
Lord Baelish.
and what they do?
I heard a song once about a boy of modest means. Found his way into the home of a very prominent family.
How would you like to see your beloved cat
He
again?
loved the eldest daughter. Sadly, she had eyes for another.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
Well, it wasn't the man that I chose, my lord. It was Catelyn Tully.
How dare you bring me here?
A woman worth fighting for, I'm sure you'll agree. No one will come looking for you here, isn't that what you wanted?
Why don't you join us, my lord?
I'm saving myself for another.
You have a tender heart, just like your mother did at your age. I can see so much of her in you.
Petyr has promised to help us find the truth.
For her sake, I'll help get you home.
He's like a little brother to me, Ned.
I had no friends in King's Landing.
He would never betray my trust.
Except one. Men only want one thing from a pretty girl.
She really is lovely.
Littlefinger's not in love with me.
He still loves you.
You're more beautiful than she ever was.
Love is not the thing he wants.
Always looked her creepy.
Petyr. Call me Petyr. The North will be yours. Command suits you.
You trust him?
Do you believe me?
You said you would protect me.
And I will. You must believe me when I tell you that I will.
I don't believe you anymore.
I want you to be happy.
I don't need you anymore. You can't protect me.
I want you to be safe.
I am safe. I'm at home, surrounded by friends.
He was named King in the North. What about happy? He can be unnamed. Every time I'm faced with a decision, I close my eyes and see the same picture.
He wants something.
A picture of me on the Iron Throne.
I know exactly what he wants.
And you by my
Fucking
side.
told her.
You murdered our aunt, Lysa Arryn. Do you deny it?
I did it to protect you.
Lysa! Let her go.
Conflict between the Starks and the Lannisters. It was you who started it. Do you deny it?
Do you deny your father's crime?
I deny it.
None of you were there to see what happened.
None of you knows the truth.
You held a knife to his throat. You said, I did warn you not to trust me.
You told our mother this knife belonged to Tyrion Lannister. But that was another one of your lies.
You want me to beg for my life?
Sansa.
If that's what you want.
I beg you.
I will.
Cat, I loved your mother since the time I was a boy.
And yet you betrayed her.
I loved you.
Whatever you ask that is in my power, I will do.
More than anyone.
And yet you betrayed me. When you brought me back to Winterfell, you told me there's no justice in the world. Not unless we make it. If I want you to die here and now. Thank you for all your many lessons, Lord Baelish.
Then I will die.
I will never forget them.
You may not believe it.
In his own horrible way, I believe he loved me.
That was far more depressing than I thought it was going to be. First of all, that was amazing. Was that his best one yet? I might be a little biased, to be fair. But that felt like his best one yet. At least that I've seen. Though the Ragnar one, I really like too. The choice. Listen, I said it at the end of that episode. I'll say it again now. Once you told outright just bleh, Sansa your plan, you didn't decide to fucking finagle it. Maybe figure out a way where I can hint at it, feel her out a little bit. Fuck it, just say it. It was over. Either she was gonna buy in or it was over. And it was over. She just threatened your life 6 episodes ago. You thought because you saved her? No. She's cold now. And not an idiot. His accent did become kind of cartoony. I'm not sure what season that is. I want to say 3. It's definitely different in the beginning. He feels like almost younger and full of hope in the beginning. I'm going to fuck with him. Like, why did you get so happy? He's like slowly becoming like evil. Like he's not a real person talking. He's like a caricature of that season 1 guy. Still my favorite character. One of my favorite characters. There's 3 tied for number 1. There's Jon Snow, there's Littlefinger, and there's Tywin Lannister. I like others, obviously. Tyrion, though he is really taking a step back. Not only in the brains department, but in the amount of screen time he gets, the amount of storylines that focus around him, which to be expected. When you got Dany around, you are now, at best, 50-50, at worst, an afterthought. And I like Dany at times. Did he get what he deserved? Of course he did. Did he get a fair trial? I'm not sure he wanted a fair trial. I don't think he was in that mind frame. If he would have denied it, like said some things, oh, what, can this kid see the future? This is ridiculous. Right? Or something similar. Instead of fucking begging and crying, which essentially is a thing of guilt. It's like an admission of guilt. If you start crying and begging, it's over. You just admitted you're guilty. You said, no, none of you were there. But another admission of guilt. That's a bad thing to say. Hey, you robbed that bank? You can't prove it. Guilty. I mean, it was to be expected he wasn't going to last much longer. All of these smart people, outside of one, Cersei, who became a genius apparently in like this last 2 seasons. All of these smarter characters have all either faded into the background or been killed. Tyrion, again, has faded into the background. Outsmarted by his now genius sister. Littlefinger, obviously, And Varys, another character who's fading into the background. I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah. Unless you got an army or dragons or both, you're going to be irrelevant as we get closer towards the end. It's just the way it is. It makes it very sad. Anyway, fantastic job, sir. As per always. Post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe.
We made the Taste Mask. 360 degrees of pure wing rotation for hands-free wing eating.
What the? Hey, Jerry, put this on. He should just feel something what makes me go, I can't do that. I don't even blame Popeyes. Chicken from Popeyes. Okay, I blame Popeyes a little bit.